The reason a horse doesn't want to stand is because either they're worried about you getting on, or they have the habit of you getting on and riding off right away, or it hurts because the saddle don't fit. That's some of the general reasons why a horse wouldn't want to stand at the mounting block. This horse is here because she's not standing still for the owner to get on, so that's what I'm going to be working today. If you've been watching me a while and you think this horse looks familiar, that's because she was here for training in 2022. She was pretty young at the time and pretty fresh. Just typical young horse stuff. Nothing real bad, just acted like the young horse she was. And it's kind of funny because the owner sent two horses at the same time and I got their names swapped. That whole time I called this horse Sassy and the other one Mocha, and actually this horse is Mocha. But anyways, let's talk about standing still and get on. I have already worked her a few times and I think I've actually made a lot of progress, but I'm still going through the whole process. A lot of this that I'm doing here, I'm checking the saddle, I'm walking a couple circles. Like checking the saddle, of course that needs to be done, but it's not just about checking the saddle, it's about her mind, getting her mind on me and what we're going to be doing. When she came, she wasn't leading very good. She'd gaze off this way, look off that way, and that's kind of how she was when she came the first time. So I had to kind of work on getting her mind to focus, and that's actually what the last one was too. And she went home, she was standing good at the mounting block. So I'm not going to work her as if she was a young horse not wanting to stand. I'm going to work her a little bit different. I've talked before about the difference between how you teach a horse to do something and how you kind of reprimand or reschool a horse that's not wanting to do. Basically, before, or you have a young horse that's not wanting to stand, that's a lack of training. You're going to reinforce the training. When you have an older horse, well, I think she's 7 or 8 now, something like that range. But when you have a horse that knows what you're doing and knows what it's supposed to do, but doesn't do it, that's not a lack of training, that's a lack of respect. I'm going to handle the two different. Same issue for us not wanting to stand to get on, but a different reason. When you're working with your horse, you have to be able to differentiate between, is this a lack of training or is this a lack of respect? This horse's case, it's a lack of respect, so I am going to train it a little bit different. Now, I've led her in a couple of circles. Look how different her expression is now than what it was when I walked through that gate. Just those couple of circles made a huge difference. I bet she's going to be fine right from the beginning this time, but we're going to see. I'm going to try to tease her into making the mistake. That's an important part that a lot of people miss too. So I've thrown this stuff around. I'm not in a huge hurry to get on, and when I get on, I'm not going to be in a huge hurry to walk off. I'm kind of teasing her into moving. I want her to stand at that mounting block right there while I go through this whole process. If I'm checking my cell phone or pushing my hat down on my head, I want her waiting right there. I'll throw that step around, taking a couple steps forward, but she's not moving. She's kind of readjusting her weight. I'm taking that as adjusting her weight to get ready for me to get on. I might be right, I might be wrong. We'll find out in a minute. So I'm not going to fuss for moving that foot. Back feet have pretty much stayed still. So while I'm up here, like I said, I'm not going to be in a hurry to get on. If she was to walk off, I would pretty aggressively back her up. Let her know I'm the leader and this is what you're supposed to do, and walking off is not acceptable. The few times that I've worked her, I think I've made a lot of progress pretty quick. Now I'm to the point where I'm just reinforcing stand still. So she moved her feet a little bit. She was willfully trying to be bad there or leave. I think she just shifted her weight a little bit. I'm probably going to get the question, why don't you teach them to cue up at the mounting block? And I could. I don't really have a problem with that. It's just that I feel like that's training time that would be better spent doing something else. All right, now she's starting to move away. Looking at that cat over there. I saw the cat. Anyway, now she's starting to move away. I'm going to shift her weight around. Let's see if I can tease her into being bad. She stepped back to the mounting block. Good girl. Good girl. So I don't teach one to cue up at the block because I just think that's time better spent doing something else. Time better spent teaching the horse to carry himself right. Once you establish good habits with your horse so that the horse wants to be here, it's basically going to cue up by himself. You saw then, she kind of stepped away. I shook the saddle. She stepped back over to me. I have not taught her to cue up at the mounting blocker anyways. I've just taught her that this is a good place to be. And if she goes to walk off, I teach her that everywhere else is a bad place to be. That's really all that is. I'm not going to spend time teaching them to cue up. Anyways, take my foot. Let's bounce it in the stirrup a little bit. Basically, I'm just trying to tease her into walking off. She keeps looking. I know I saw the cat over there. I'm not sure it went. It's probably in the grass. Oh, it went over that way? I think that's what she's watching. But I like that she's watching it, but her feet aren't moving. Good, I'm going to reward her. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to step down, I'll pat on her. Good girl. And we're going to walk away. Really, yeah, I see it over there. I really want to make standing at the mounting block a good place to be. The reason a horse doesn't want to stand is because either they're worried about you getting on, or they have the habit of you getting on and riding off right away, or it hurts because the saddle don't fit. That's some of the general reasons why a horse wouldn't want to stand at the mounting block. Right now, in her, I'm basically just trying to establish some good habits. Knock the dirt off my feet, but it's really more about seeing how good she's going to stand. Now let's step up there. Let's see if she stands still. Good girl. Notice I am never in a hurry to put that foot in that stirrup. You've seen Robert ride. Sometimes he rides a good bit and don't have that right foot in the stirrup. That foot in the stirrup is not important. What is important is I sat down soft and I immediately rewarded her for standing still. Whether that foot's in the stirrup or not doesn't make a bit of difference. Just turn around looking. I don't mind her looking. She's not doing anything aggressive. She's not pinning her ear. She's not biting at my foot. But let her look. Let her take it in. Make her want to be here. Now, if she would have moved around, I'll put my foot in the stirrup now. If she would have moved around, I'd have backed her up. All right, now right there, let's back up. I didn't ask for that. And we're going to stand again. Now, if she had walked off as soon as I sat down, or if she had walked off more aggressively, I'm going to start getting a little more aggressive. If she would have walked off a little more aggressively, I would have got more aggressive. My reprimand is going to match the bad behavior. That was just a couple steps, not a huge deal. I'm just backing her up, saying, no, you need to be back here. We're just going to sit here. Now, when I do get ready to walk off, we're not going to walk off forward because that's what she's thinking. We're going to walk off to the left. We're going to walk off to the right. There's the cat. We're not going to walk off forward. So let's just walk over here. Just walk a circle. Always walk my circles when I warm up. I'm just going to walk about 2 circles, and I'm going to stop and get off. Go forward, go forward, go forward. So I'm sure somebody is going to ask, why didn't you work this with a horse that don't want to stand? Well, the thing is, this is a horse that don't want to stand. How you handle it, that's the difference. I gave her every reason to want to stand, and she did. We're going to walk our circle. Then we're going to come back. And this also goes into, I want the horse's brain to focus on what I'm asking for right away. And that's why I don't lunge. I walked her out of the barn. I walked in here. And I think you probably saw me get the step and get over here. This is the beginning. This is right out of the stall. I expect good behavior right out of the stall. Stick my foot in there that time. Not real. If I kind of fish around and bump on her, I'm giving her an excuse to walk off. I really don't want to encourage her to walk off. I'm going to do pretty much everything up here that I can think of, except for say go. All of this needs to mean stand still. I did a video on that, teaching everything, teaching all the cues that don't mean something to not mean something, and to not make something out of cues that don't mean something. That's important to do. Yep, we're going to back up. And stand. She needs some work on her back up. It's not all that good. I'll probably work on that with the remaining time that she's got here. She is a gaited horse. And so the backing up comes a little bit harder to her because her back end's not built as underneath her like some other breeds are. Now she's thinking about walking up. Let's put her to work a little bit. Let's walk a couple of circles. Thinking about going. And what I'm doing here is I'm walking the circles, making her move her feet, but I'm doing it in a way that's hard. Let's ask for the stop. Stand here. Can't spook at that. Have to work on some on that. First time I've seen her do that. There we go. I have scolded her a little bit for walking off, so she might be a little worried about being scolded. That's okay. Good girl. And I just did all that. She stood still. Step down. And let's walk a circle. It's really, really boring to do this when somebody only has so much time to come to the barn. Some people only get to ride for a few minutes after work or something like that, and they really want to make the most of their riding time, so they really don't want to work this kind of stuff. I understand, that makes sense, but it is really important to work this kind of stuff with your horse. Good girl. You notice I never reached down with my hand to put that foot in the stirrup. You should never do that. If you need to, get your stirrup leathers turned. You get on and reach down, that's just putting you in a bad position. And if your stirrups are not turned so that you can click your foot in like that, then you need to work on your stirrups, because that's going to cause some issues with your riding. So I think that's going to be it for her. That's all I'm going to ride her today. And I want to Really encourage that she stand still when I get on. So get on and off a couple times, put her back out, let her be herself. Doesn't always have to be about work. This is teaching that mental is just as important training. So this is Mocha. I'll put a link up here to other videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.